Okay, Mama Lou, this is what we call honeymoon from scratch. So we're back here in Buccoo.
Yes.
50, how many years ago?
53 years ago.
53 years ago we came to Buccoo.
But not in this place.
Not in this place, of course, but Buccoo is just by the lights there and you turn left and
At
you head
Miller's
down.
Guest House, and it still exists.
Still exists. So here is Mama Lou and Papa Lance, many years later, having another honeymoon, and somebody say, show you all from scratch how this honeymoon goes. So, Mommy, we are going to pretend now that we are newlyweds and we are here, okay?
Yes, man.
So, tell me something, girl. Your mother teach you how to cook before I marry you?
Boy, as you will see, I only buy tin stuff, you know.
Tin stuff?
Yes, so that it's like, that's what we see in the beginning. If you want the honeymoon from scratch, you have to, you know.
Right. Honeymoon from scratch. But what did they start, boy?
Well, boy, it look like we ready from scratch.
Yeah, the top. Anyway, we're going to see what happens, right? Yeah?
It's really from scratch, boy, Lancy boy.
Right. So what we get on macaroni pie?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese,
But you
Lancy.
could make roti.
Lancy, I never learned to make roti, you know. I could make coconut bake.
So, wait a minute, you mean to, so for the rest of my life, if I marry you for 53 or 54 years, I could be taking coconut bake rum
Well, that's
because...
what your mother used to make. So me, I no problem. If I didn't marry an Indian, I had to make roti.
Cheesy, where? That what it looking like?
What?
What's that inside of it?
Now, well, I put a little more macaroni because I know you have a good appetite. So,
But when, you know I have a good appetite? Where you know I get a good appetite from?
well, if I'm going out for lunch and thing, remember, our dates used to be a lot of lunch.
But I never eat mac and cheese on none of them dates.
Well, no, I have to cook. So mac and cheese is an easy thing, you know. And
You could make bread?
bread.
Uh-huh.
But I think you tell me your mother tell you how to make bread. And your mother tell you
This
to
looking like
make
a tough set of years ahead, boy. Eh?
Oh man, don't worry, we can work out. When two people love one another, they can learn together, boy. You have a lot of things to learn together, you know. So, don't worry yourself. Trial and error all the way.
But this is the first time I see a honeymoon couple carry a set of thing on the honeymoon, eh? But it's real nice of you though. It's real nice of you to, to want a honeymoon of a difference. You know that you're moving into some place, you know what I mean? That everything laid all posh and nice. And then when you get back home after a week or so, if so long, you're struggling now to prove yourself. But no,
I later might be more tolerant to you with making errors on the first week.
yes, of course.
Yeah, man.
So what we having with mac and cheese?
Corned beef.
Corned beef. Boy, that reminds me of our own comic strip called Bringing Up
That's
Father.
bachelor food, you know.
Mr. Wait a minute, I'm married to be a bachelor. Jeez, that ages.
Don't worry, Nancy.
Well, I hope the children we're likely to have in the future, they can cook.
Yeah, don't stress no man.
You know me interested?
Oh gosh, don't start about
No, I mean...
holding.
Yeah.
No potola here.
Yeah, no potola here.
When I have home, I don't use it. You looking for potola?
I see you. What about this? Is it gonna hold?
I don't need to hold it for darling.
All right, sweetheart.
Don't worry yourself now.
I want when you grow a little older in this marriage, you're gonna be able to handle my money, you know.
I can handle your money, don't worry. I'm gonna sweet you up with that little white plantain chip.
Hey, Papa.
Life is what you make it, you know, Lancy.
Yes, sir.
You can't afford to fuss too much, you know.
I was never one of us. You
You
know
can
that.
leave us.
You could remember in our courting days, I was never one to fuss. I think that's why you married me.
Yeah.
Because you don't get somebody who does fuss, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I really appreciate you. You look like you're going to make a promising wife for you.
You open your mouth there, man. Eat something. Eat something. Yeah.
You look like you want to have a really efficient wife. Remember, it's only 10 months I know you, you know. I meet you on my 21st birthday party. And in 10 months we get married. Right?
Mm-hmm. And you knew I couldn't cook.
But I didn't get a chance to see you in the kitchen. I now seen you in the kitchen in Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't want to you go to a fancy hotel. You wanted to have a real private time. And as we say, honeymoon from scratch. You know what I mean?
I'm 50-50.
I like your concept, 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, I mean to say my money is yours too, 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Cooking in the same pot.
But I'm glad you get a little job with this company called BP.
Big pay, you know.
Big pay.
Is that why I'm married? Eh?
Well done.
Well, all them years you had,
Mm-hmm.
they choose me because I was working BP.
I choose you because you look like you want to go spend the lease. Make the least demands on me. Because already, as a journalist, me ain't making no money, yeah?
Mm.
Journalism is about hard work, deadlines, accuracy, but no profit.
And big name.
Big name. Wait, big name means something to you?
Hmm?
Big name is something that appeals to you? I get the impression that in these 10 months that we've been going around together, that you are a very sensible person. You're looking for fame. You're looking for fortune. You know? I visit your family down there in the Carcass and I think you're a wonderful family. I don't think anybody down there was looking for fame. Hidden treasure in the sand. Right?
You know, people is married for the wrong purpose. You know that?
People do marry for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
But why you really marry me? I remember you tell me how I have nice legs. Right?
Nice feet.
Nice feet.
Not sugar toe like mine.
You had your toes? I remember a couple of times when I visited the Carcass, I had to. Oh, yeah, man. Hold on, yours there by mine, maybe. You have nice feet, too.
What one of your great niece tell ya?
She say for fella.
A old man. For an old man, you have nice feet.
So, let me look at time with this time frame. Don't get time with the time frame.
Be back in time.
We're back in time. We're in the future.
I thought we were rolling back.
Yeah, we're rolling back. But that is too close.
Too soon, you mean? Too soon in the show.
The rusty gunman.
Oh, sorry.
So you came up to Cora. You saw my legs. You loved my feet. And you said, this is the man I want to walk down the aisle with.
Yeah, boy, this man, and then I see you dance.
And watch when I could walk down bare feet, you know.
Oh my goodness. Look like it. Real slow boy dance, look. Which one is this?
With this fella here.
Yeah, man, you never finish cook last
But then that's it. Can't go
nice
for
head,
that.
nice eyes. Well, like it need that sort.
You need gas, you need patience.
Why is that stove just work for patience? I buy so like this for me, no?
I go back to her.
Yeah, first time I hear about a stove cooking with patience. Okay, all right. Well, we have time to talk because this looks like it's picking the rest of the evening to boil.
I nothing, man. Grab a seat again.
But it was, yes.
So
Why
what-
did I marry you?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question, you know. That's a very good question to ask. Because years later,
Give me some plantain, please.
so when people have been married for a while and they're having problems, one of the questions you must ask them is, what are 3 things you like about your husband or your wife? You know, sometimes the people can't tell you one. Things get so bad. They can't tell you one reason why they marry their husband. Or why they love their husband. Anyway, let's not get into those run down the years to come.
Yeah, man, we taking the things from up the ladder, from scratch.
From scratch.
Don't forget the basis of this thing, right?
Now remember, Lancy, I met you on your 21st birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of girls in that party.
Right.
And you were just dancing with each and every one.
Mm-hmm.
And you were happy as a lark, just fluttering like a butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Say, wow, this fella not easy, boy. But like he wouldn't ask me to dance. Oh, he dancing all these years and he not asking me to dance, boy.
I pray you. I pray
And I
you.
lean up there on the dining table and the living room, everybody dancing. And this guy kind of came around and he wouldn't move every set he wanted to dance with me. But I said, well, come to this guy. I want to dance with Lance before I leave here. You know, 'cause in those days with the 1970, the Black Power with the curfew. Curfew was supposed to be 6 o'clock. And we reached in our party, must be 5 o'clock. Late as usual.
Late as usual.
Party started at 3 and we reached 5. I wasn't invited, but my friend was told, more the merrier, when she asked if she could bring a friend. You remember telling her that?
Go ahead, yeah.
More the merrier, man. And the time passed, and eventually they came and asked me to dance.
How much back salad did you bring?
A few.
A few? I can get enough for breakfast too.
No, man. I'm keeping it healthy, you know. Rice Vita for breakfast.
You come cover and you see right Vita.
I see your mother have Rice Vita.
Well, I'm glad you learned something from my mother again.
But your mother was a lovely woman.
That
I
is
learned a
nice.
lot from her.
That is really nice. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you started off as mother-in-law and daughter-in-law in a good footing.
Okay,
Because they spoke highly of you, eh?
mother spoiled me when I went up there on weekends. We used to go every weekend if we didn't go to Carcass, you know, to Cora. And mother will say, go to the river, I will take care of Lisa. And when you come back, mother don't have the table set, provision, peel, everything put on the table. Excellent. She was a good mother, you know.
You are a very good daughter-in-law too. I was proud of you. I was proud of you at the start, the continuation, and the finish.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that I didn't disappoint you.
But we're going back to the beginning. Eh? Remember, this is honeymoon from scratch.
Honeymoon from scratch. So we danced, and in the dancing there was just a brief moment for chit-chatting. He said, so where do you live? In Carcass. That's 4 hours away from. He said, that's about 4 hours drive from here.
I hope one day they'll cut a highway to Point Morton, yes?
So then he said, and where do you work? I work in BP Caribbean. Of course, now there is the BP Caribbean in Santa Flora as well. But I am in the head office in Port of Spain, but he didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So he calculates Santa Flora is 3 hours away from Gora.
I plenty money, you know.
So, okay. So then you jokingly said to me, no, you kissed me on my forehead. And
What?
I looked at you as though, are you serious? Or are you drunk?
I was drunk, you know.
You're drunk.
I was drunk. I was real drunk.
Well, at least you were sober enough to choose well.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't that drunk when I chose you. By the time I started the dance, I was totally drunk. But I remember the kiss, eh? Oh, gee whiz, I remember the kiss. I think the mark's still in the forehead. I kiss it real hard, you know.
Yeah, well, I already noticed I'm getting some wrinkles on my forehead. And I wonder how come I have no wrinkles on my face, but I have wrinkles on my forehead. If you see them there, you know, some wrinkles if you look really hard. That was when the kiss that was planted.
The kiss that was planted. Like a luchette hit you there, you know.
Anyway, it was time for us to leave the party. So you said to me, if you go and stand to the right, because I was on the right when you asked me to dance.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and you stand on the left, I will say I'm starting to dance from the left side. But of course you didn't get the opportunity because we hustled out.
Right. So that was only one dance we had.
One dance, but I could have danced all night.
Hey.
Because you could really dance. So that's another thing I fell in love with.
My dancing. The toes, you know, dancing toes.
Dancing toes. And also too, I fell in love with your humor. Because, you know, when you said, go from the left and I'll come back and said, I'm starting from the left. And I thought, oh, how funny.
How silly of this old guy.
You're an old guy, boy. You know you're an old guy.
Oh, gee whiz. You keep it at the beginning. Keep it at the beginning.
Yeah, boy, Nancy, boy. Nancy, my boy. The butter boiling. Yes, you know. Over here.
Got a boil?
Yeah, man.
I remember when you used to come to the Express sometimes to see me, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You and your cousin come down by the back gate where they used to bring in the what's that doing there?
That is in the macaroni in here, the mac in here. So since it would not have been enough, I added some elbows.
Okay.
You know from the time I married, I know how to cut and contrive, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, man. Good for you. That sounds promising in the marriage, cut and contrive, because sometimes, you know, you have to do that to survive, eh?
Of course.
Especially with finances, cut and contrive.
Of course, you always have. Life is not only fun and games, you know.
Mm-mm.
You know about having to cut the corners. You have to cut corners sometimes.
And on the way to Cora, we had the real corners, eh? The gaggles was quite a stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I had good days while courting you in the caucus, you know.
You caught me?
Court, C-O-U-R-T.
I thought C-U-G-H-T boy.
Yeah, you did that to me. But watch me, man, I ain't gonna fool you. The caucus was a real great place. You know, people might think in the future that I will be talking a lot about, you know, my in-laws in Ikakas. But I'll tell you something, this is an age whereby people have had tremendous problems with in-laws. But I could honestly say I never had problems with my wonderful in-laws. Never.
And maybe because you didn't have a mother-in-law.
No. From what you tell me about your mother-in-law, all joke aside, your mother-in-law was a darling of a woman.
No, my mother was very special.
Your father might have been a little troublesome for me, or I might have been a little unacceptable to him. But he wasn't wrong. Poor fella, he wasn't wrong. But I really, really, really believe your mother was a darling to so many people in the village.
Oh yes,
Huh?
and that I can say safely, that trait of my mother passed on to all her children. We
Definitely.
are all very caring. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but all my siblings are very loving, caring, sharing, always there for us in time that we need each other. We do not interfere in each other's business, but we are there to support. That was something that from early o'clock I recognized in our family, that you don't get involved in the nitty and everyday life of your siblings, although you're very close. Nothing attractive, Lancelot.
With what?
You don't have to hold that so long over.
No. There was something kind of hypnotic about the thing. There is? You probably. There was something kind of hypnotic. Right, that's great.
The combination of big and small. Oh gosh, stop.
No. Maybe the wind is
It's the
strong.
wind.
Anyway,
Alright, just leave it there. Let us take a walk outside. Can I get in the morning? That's our
so folks, the two up there not your one.
cold one.
This is really Buccoo. We are in
You open
Buccoo.
this one?
No, leave those. Those are not ours. So, Mom, in light of our marriage,
Yeah.
remembering that you kept me a long time in the church, you were about half an hour late. Don't you ever feel you need to apologize for that, girl? Or is it that the man is supposed to tolerate that?
Nancy, as you well know, it's 53 years we have been married. And I'm always late. So
Okay.
that was just a nice introduction to what was ahead of you. You understand?
Yeah, that was a taste of what was
That
coming
was-
in my direction.
That was an introduction of how patient you'll have to be in life.
Hold on, let me get an extra here. I'm glad you chose this place as our honeymoon base, though. Yeah, boy. You think a lot of young married couples will go for this kind of setting? Eloise?
I think that a lot of young people like fineries based on having grandchildren, and so they would rather check in a hotel and buffet hotel and spend the money. If their money could take them for 2 days, they spend 2 days at a buffet place. For me,
Look.
from my era, if that same money, it will cost me 2 days in a posh hotel, I will rather go somewhere where I can spend 2 weeks with the same money that was.
But Louis, that would all depend on your background.
Yes,
Your background has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, because children of today's generation grew up in a very, where we're speaking generally of the upper middle class. Children know about having to be taken to school by their parents or a chauffeur. They know about having AC in their house. They have their own bedroom. So children of today know it cushy. So if you are so comfortable with your everyday surroundings, when you're going on a vacation, you're going for something better than what you have. Because this is my vacation. But for some people, like me, but there are people who probably at my age group will say, when I'm going on a vacation, I going for the best. But to me, for me, rather than it being quality, I like quantity. More times, more days.
Uh,
Instead of spending 1 week, if I have the same budget, I will rather spend 2 or 3 weeks in a place I'm comfortable, but it doesn't have to be a 5-star hotel. But of course,
but it costs too. Of course, too. It depends on the spouse. Eh?
well, yes, because
If your spouse is not 1'4", that's the average. He might kick and fuss
yeah.
and want
Well, I
something.
know that you like it simple as well.
Yeah.
And even if I might be thinking of something extravagant, you will say, I don't really like being in a posh hotel, I'd rather go in a guest house or a beach house.
Mm-hmm.
So 50-50 play kicks in and you compromise. But my gut feeling is myself, I don't mind times of a little fancy life. But I can, as I say, to have more days in a place. Now Tobago for me 2 days is definitely not enough. I want to go to all the beaches. I want to drive around. So I need a week. So as I say, I'd rather step down. Because what is the point of going in a 5-star hotel that will cost you a whole lot of money and you really want to be outside on driving or on the beach? You just go in there to sleep,
You will just sleep under the stars.
So if you have a comfortable place that is air conditioned, in a place that you could get much more days, that reality kicks in for me.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk.
But of course, too, being from a simple background,
Makes a difference, huh?
yeah. But I can understand younger people who have it cushy and comfortable, that they would not want it. But the fact is, we have to be practical. Life is not just about fairy in Olansi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after 53 years, I jumped from the honeymoon to 53 years again.
Right.
But we will come and go. We will jump back and we'll reach back. After 53 years of experience, there are times when you have to settle for some mediocrity. Otherwise, you would never get a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go to Tobago and stay in the Magdalena,
What do you want? Magdalena, whatever.
well, plantation,
Mm-hmm.
or top of Tobago, or any one of those posh places, Cocoa Reef, when are you going to get money as a couple who's now struggling, now married, having to pay rent, having to buy food, having to pay for a car? When would you go to Tobago to stay in the Cocoa Reef? So my practical side of me, that I felt that even if I can do it, I will still say I want more days.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love the idea of staying longer.
And therefore you settle for something that can meet your budget.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Very good.
whatever we're doing, we have to do it by a budget.
That's right. What about that mac and cheese? You think it's boiled long by now? I want to take a little walk to the buttercups there. Come back and see me afterwards. So here we are in Buccoo. I'm just taking a little walk around the garden here. Very nice little area, a housing development area. We used to have a lot of these buttercups back home in Cora. Lots of it. Beautiful flower. Lots of aloes. Buttercup here. Aloes is quite right. Which is quite right concerning.
Fire, it's dried on.
Huh?
It's dried on, boy.
Oh boy, signs of time to come. Signs of times to come, boy.
It's dried on, Nancy.
Well, boy. Mac and cheese. I don't remember that in Cora at all. I remember macaroni pie with plenty cheese. But
Yeah, this is a shortcut macaroni pie.
Does. But one thing we had to learn to accept, perfection is not something we have to crave. You know? What do you think about perfection? You think it's a blessing?
Yeah, me.
Should we lower the fire?
I did.
Huh? You did, okay.
Nancy,
Yeah.
in life you could never be too perfect.
That's all right.
Yeah. You're always, the more you try for perfection is the more it leads you. So there are some things you try for perfection, but not in everything.
Let me ask a question now that you said that this mac and cheese boiled down and it's sticky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would a wife feel intimidated if she fails at the first meal? That her husband will think, well, hey, things looking tough for me on, boy. You think it makes us scared to go on?
Depends on your personality.
Ah.
If somebody's a perfectionist,
Uh-huh.
they will feel like that. But really and truly, nobody is perfect in every area.
Mm-hmm.
If you never cooked at home, how could you expect?
Smells good though.
Well,
Should I switch this off? This can't need much more heat.
I need another pot for the corned beef.
Or maybe you can share that out and use the same pot.
You need to put the corned beef in it?
Yeah, put the corned beef in it,
No,
man.
man.
Why?
No, I want to make my corned beef nice.
Well, why don't we empty this pot?
No, it's stuck. So it'll take a while to cook, to wash.
You can throw in the oil and then do that. Remember, we're learning, you know.
Nancy, listen to me.
Uh,
This is my portfolio. I mean, I know where to cook, but I will glad for you to help. But you're making some not such good suggestion.
I just got a little taste of the mac and cheese.
How it is it? Just as Ma used to make it.
Ma never made this. Ma never made this. My darling wife, my newlywed wife,
What?
has come up with something unique. Unique, I must say. I could see the years rolling by and her cooking impeccable.
Right.
So we go back to Mama. Malu girl, you're young in the business. And I must say, for our first meal on our honeymoon, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Alia, Louisa. What is the fancy name they just give when you go in a restaurant and they say, oh gosh. You know what I'm talking about, Nancy?
You know, all I know is
A la carte.
a la carte. Take it out with the cart.
A la carte, boy. Okay, Lance, you see this job, that job is for you now.
I think that is, you're really a good country girl.
Improvise.
You're looking for You're looking for a nice thing to pong in a little mortar and thing, you know.
Where you get that here?
You just take up the tin and start to pong the garlic.
Can you please open the corned beef, darling?
Yeah, I could try.
No, don't break it, eh? Put that down, please, sweetheart, and please do that properly.
Okay, darling.
Try to make life easy for us. Don't make it hard now.
Oh gosh, Mama Lou. Mama Lou, Mama Lou, Mama Lou. Mama Lou, give me a task here now, huh? To open corned beef. You know, one of these things about corned beef here, Louise, I'm never sure which direction to go.
Go with the key. The direction of the key. Of the when you break the key.
Hey, look, I get it, boy. I surprised myself
You follow what I tell you.
when you tell me go with the key. But I was wondering where to take the key. So friends, we are newlyweds on our honeymoon for the very first time. I have a lot, not the first time opening that tin, but I have a lot to ask my newly wed wife. There you are.
Thank you, sweetheart.
And I like the nice names, eh? Sweetheart.
You think I will get old and be calling you that?
I don't know, boy, you might be calling me all kind of funny names that I mightn't like.
Stupidity.
Stupidity. Nincompoop.
God, are you so stupid, boy?
Oh, you're so stupid, boy.
No, darling. I hope to never do that to you.
Well, if you call me that, knowing your character, I will never believe that you meant it in a derogatory way.
No.
You would never do me that.
Well, I'm happy to know you have that confidence in me.
Yes, I look forward to the next 50 years plus.
You remember that letter you wrote me?
What I tell you?
Telling me that you would love me until the gray hairs or gray hair will be on our heads.
Cheesy, babe. I tell you all of that nice things.
You used to write me nice letters, but all of a sudden you get too old to write. Forget how to write.
Well, you know, since technology come on the scene, nobody using pen and paper again, eh?
Well, if you can email,
Email?
then
I find that kind of, you know, it doesn't have a personal touch. But I want to ask a question. How many children do you think you would like to have in our marriage?
I would like to have 4 children.
Well, I would like 5.
Well, I know that throughout your life you complain about that child.
I wanted to have, and I would like to have 5 kids.
But it
2 girls, 2 boys, ideal. But somewhere along the line, I would like to have a 5th child, and preferably a girl. I love girl children. You know, I find them adorable, loving and caring. I look forward to my daughters, when I should have them, when we should have them rather. You know, being there for us, seeing us through our journey of life. I already do that, you know, Louis.
What you do?
Look forward to having girls.
All right, and you got girls.
I did, eh?
Oh, sorry, jumping again, boys. You could jump.
Yeah, man, you could jump, Louis.
Well, Nancy, boy, imagine your first meal, corned beef and mac and cheese.
Corned beef, mac and cheese for your first meal. And I tell you, I have learned over the years, as a youngster, to appreciate whatever is on my plate. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They're sweating you. This looks like a good combination, man. I really expect that, you know, this trial run you want here. Is that a trial run? Or this is a meal?
Where you trial run? It's your lunch.
I did it. What is
Trial
it?
run? Where you think it's popcorn or popping? This is lunch, man.
Lunch.
But your mother used to cook this for trial?
No.
What, yeah, she never cooked corned beef and rice?
Corned beef and rice.
Yeah, but
And
Mack
plantain.
and Cheese is,
Is that mean?
is that mean? Is that cooked cheese? It's better than rice.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great marriage. It starts off with a bang. Banging of the pots. Louis? You don't mind if I dip inside of here? I mean, this is something you gotta get used to me, yeah? And when you're cooking, I will always come by the pot. Right?
And taste. What about some Coke? Or some juice?
I will tell you something, you know. You put that in the fridge,
Yeah.
when you really didn't read the label good enough.
Malta!
Mm-hmm.
When I go and eat food. I drink juice.
The mac and cheese. Darling, let me make a little speech to you, for you. Sweetheart, I appreciate your cooking skills. You handle the mac and cheese with expertise. The corned beef, the cow that gave this beef would be proud of himself or herself. I look forward to some really clever meals from you in the future.
No fat in it, you know, man. Lean and nice like you.
Lean and nice like me, huh?
So now we're going to serve our meal
Mm-hmm.
and sit and eat outside because it's kind of hot in this kitchen.
All right.
Or you want to go in the table inside?
No. I like outside.
We have a dining table, you know.
No, Mom. You're on holidays, man. Mm. Mm-hmm. You look like a real promising bride and wife.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be a true wife.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be a fake wife.
And you know one of the things, Louise?
I really want who you know is who you marry and who I will be
A couple months ago,
for the rest of our lives.
after meeting you, remember we just got married after 10 months, right?
Yeah.
And when I saw you being friendly to people, I said, this is a very special woman. She doesn't make me feel uncomfortable with her friendliness to others.
But that is
Because
very
that
important, you know.
is how I think you are.
All the way, all the way, all the way.
Not a lot at the beginning, please.
In case you like it.
In case it's full in, you know. Mm-hmm.
There you go, sweetheart.
Oh gosh, man. The first meal on my honeymoon. Louise, I really thank you, darling. I really thank you. I thank God for you too, eh? I know you're not a fake woman at all. Your kindness to others. You look forward to grandchildren?
Grandchildren?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean now a child, I don't know what.
No. Some people like to think about, you know, their long life together and future together.
Lancy, I'll tell you something about me.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you know that about me.
Tell me about you.
I live in the present.
You live in the present.
Yeah.
Okay.
I live in the present. I make my happiness in the present. I
Okay.
don't live too much in the past, and I don't live too much in the future.
Okay.
But what I try to do is
Hold on. I need to be near you to hear this analysis of yourself. Yeah, you live for the moment. You
I
don't
live for
live
the
too
moment.
far ahead in the future.
And I don't live in the past,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't live in the future, because we don't know what the future will bring.
Mm-hmm.
So then we envisage all sorts of crazy thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
sad thoughts that might never happen in our lifetime.
Right.
I'm sorry I forgot to bring stuff for salad.
Oh, no, this is enough. Okay.
Woo!
You want to go on the table?
No, take
Hmm?
it out more, please. Yeah.
Okay.
So why didn't go till yes, yes,
No, we'll do that tomorrow, please God, maybe. One minute.
yes. I say Grace.
Oh, that's a good way to start the honeymoon meal. Saying grace, and I hope it will become, a part of our existence. Because marriage calls for really,
May the Lord first bless your life.
yeah.
Are you gonna say Grace then, darling?
Yeah, listen, as soon as those.
A nice breeze blowing in.
Mhm.
This is sea breeze.
If that is what?
Sea breeze.
It probably is.
Baby boss, what's the time now?
12:20.
So,
So, Mama Lou, imagine I call you Mama Lou already. Maybe that name will stick on you in the future. So, Mama Lou, thank the Lord for this meal. Thank the Lord for this wife that I have, a heart of gold. Thank you for the things she loves that I love too, and the things that you love that she's trying to love. Help us to have that marriage that will encourage others to believe that matrimony is real, can work. We are likely to make mistakes along the way, but it wouldn't be the end of all things, as long as we could say we are sorry. And may thy grace be with us. Remember others too less fortunate. We ask in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. We dig in now. So folks, that's just the start of a honeymoon from scratch. Mama, thank you.
welcome.